Hi and welcome back to It's American Beauty. My name is Brandy and I am a consumer viewpoint beauty review channel. So it's not all makeup, not all skincare, but it is from the consumer's point of view. I recently posted a summer favorites because I didn't have enough in July, so I did July and August combined. But September I felt comfortable posting a video. So I am going to start with skincare. Actually, I'm going to start with hair care. I only have one, and then I'll move into skincare and then makeup. Skincare is definitely my largest category. It has been for a while now because I'm choosing to isolate and only use one product type. So I'm going through them faster versus having 5 open and going through them all at the same time. So things are moving faster that way. So the first thing I have is actually from my BoxyCharm. This is Nelson J. Hill's Moisture Healing Mask with Argan Oil 7 formula. Delivers a combination of multi-events. It does look like this. This, honestly, I thought was fantastic. I definitely would be willing to purchase this. It gave my hair a nice layer of moisture that helped me, especially when I was using heat. Like today, I didn't use any heat. It is just the way my hair dried. I try to only use heat once a week, and so this was great on those days. Gave it extra protection and made it feel soft and silky, as well as helping smooth some of the flyaways. So that's definitely one that I would be willing to purchase. I have 2 of the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. So these were in my Glam Bag, I believe I got, or maybe my Glam Bag and my Glam Bag Plus add-ons. So I want to try these again. I had bought this years ago and did not like it. It left a film on my face and I want to try it again. I've been using the water cream probably for 2 years. These aren't for me. If I was using a matte foundation, they were a really great moisturizer underneath, but I really didn't love the way it made me feel. When I use the water cream, my skin feels amazing and I love it, and that's not what I experienced today. So definitely something that it's a preference versus, you know, an automatic like or dislike for that. And for that price, I do recommend getting a sample, buying a travel trial size or something so you don't waste $68 on something that you might not like. Much like last month, I did use a whole Clinique Take the Day Off cleansing balm. I had a huge stack of these from last year's 21 Days of Beauty. I think I'm on my last one right now. I'm like only a quarter of the way through, and it's just one that I think works every single time. It's a little bit pricey. I do know that the number 7 is an almost exact dupe. I do own that one too, and for me, as much as I love this, when it's not half off, I would just go for the number 7. I do like them equally. Next, I have the BHA Blackhead Power Liquid by CosRX. This is one that was just kind of meh for me. It didn't work miracles. It wasn't the best product I've ever used in my entire life, but it also wasn't terrible. It did help. It just wasn't a dramatic result. I used an entire bottle. Let's see, this is 3.3 ounces, and I was like, I guess I see a difference. Like, it wasn't enough to really feel like it's worth the purchase. Again, I got this in the 21 Days of Beauty for half off, so no harm, no foul for me. I used it all, got my money's worth. Next, I have the Tea and Biscuit Sea Scrub, a skin prepping vitamin C scrub by Talia, Mar, and Ofra. It was a collab. I got this in my Ofra mystery box. As you can see, I pretty much killed it. This is a very coarse scrub. I didn't like this everywhere on my face. I preferred it just on my nose where I have the most pores, and maybe this section in between, like I call my caveman brow, that there, because it was so drying and it had such a rough scrub that I didn't feel comfortable putting it everywhere. So this is definitely one I wouldn't repurchase, but especially being it was in the mystery box, I did get my money's worth. Sorry, I missed a hair. This is the Briogeo Be Kind Be Gentle Kale Apple Replenishing Superfood Conditioner. I think the shampoo must have been in my last one, or maybe I still have some left. So the smoothing Frisbee Gone or whatever that one is called by Briogeo, I cannot wear. I literally get allergic reaction all the way down my chest, on my face. I can't use it. This one was fine, however, so there's got to be something in that ingredient list that is what's bothering my skin, as this one was fine. I thought it worked fine. I thought it did good, but it's nothing that I'm running out to repurchase because it's just not that special to me. Next, I have a face wash. This is the Kale and Green Tea Spinach Vitamin Superfood Cleanser. This is the travel size, so it does, so you can see what it looks like with the clear bottle. It's kind of hard. So this one is a situation where this used to be my favorite cleanser. I honestly would like reach for this over all others, and then I just slowly got burned out on it, I think, or something. It doesn't clean my face the way I thought it used to, so I don't know if I wasn't paying attention close enough or it just honestly stopped working. But finishing this bottle was a pain in the butt because it just isn't for me anymore, and I did have to use 2 cleansers. I did finish a moisturizer. This is the Purity Made Simple Moisturizer by Philosophy. It does look like this. So I did receive this from Dee Beauty and more. So Dee and I are a part of a swap group with BoxyCharm and different things. We swap items that we don't need, don't want is a duplicate. And she did include this in her box of my swap, and I appreciated it, and it worked really well. This is one that I could use over pretty much any serum I tried. This was even good over my ordinary retinol. It's one of those things that it's such a light formula that it really does work over pretty much anything I tried. I don't think I found anything it interacted with, but also because it's a light formula, you would assume it wouldn't moisturize as much. It did. It gave my face tons of moisture, and I really loved it. So definitely on my repurchase list. I have a couple masks here. I have 3 eye masks. I brought these in here just to mention them so I could review them really quick. I don't keep all my wrappers for garbage. So this is the Shangri Gold Black Pearl Eye Mask. It does look like this. This is one I believe I received in one of my boxes. It did literally nothing. My under eyes didn't even seem moisturized afterward. Next is the Ernolazio Multitask Eye Serum Mask. This is one that I'm not going to say it changed my world. I'm not going to say it was the most awesome thing I ever used, but I did notice a difference. And as I moisturized or blended in the serum under my eye when I took it off, it actually felt really good and moisturized. So that's one I'd be willing to buy again. And then I normally love Patchology. They're actually under eye gels I like. They don't typically slide. They typically stay where they're at and typically help my under eye, especially with the puffing. However, I used the Restoring Night Gels patches by Patchology, and I did not care for this one. It slid the entire time. I was laying like this, and it was sliding off my face. I can't imagine if I was actually standing up or sitting getting my makeup done or something like a lot of people do. So it's definitely one I won't purchase again, but that brand is still a good brand. There is other Patchology under eyes that I love. And then the only face mask I brought in was one I'd never used before. This is the Brightening Up Mask, and it looks like it's by Looks in Me or May. So it does look like this. I believe this was from my Allure box, either July or August. So this one I actually really, really liked. I thought it moisturized my face. It helped it, you know, just relax and not feel irritated, and it worked really well. I haven't found really truly a sheet mask that like wrecks my world, but if I were to get close, this probably is one that's close to that. So I have 1 defective product and 2 expired decluttered makeup products to talk about. So the broken or defective one is the ColourPop Eye Cream Gel, and this is an Exit. It is an all white pencil. I actually opened this when I was filming the other day, and it literally fell and broke. And now every time I touch it, it just breaks more. So there is only this much left. So I am calling that defective and empty, because every time I try to put it under my under eye, it just breaks. Like I can't even get a whole line before it breaks. Actually, never mind. I don't have to worry about it because it, again, just fell out. So that one is gonzo's. I'm not dealing with this anymore. Honestly, a lot of those BFF cream liners I did not care for. The liquid liner was okay, but the cream ones, they break really easily. They're very fragile. If you can get them to work, they are creamy under the under eye, but not as creamy as like Urban Decay or some of the other ones. So for me, it's just a no longer purchase item, which, if I'm being fully transparent, most of ColourPop that is for me. What I used to be excited about, my singles, my blotted lip, things like that, I just find that like if they have a 1-year expiration, by 6 months they're going bad. So there's exceptions to that rule. I mean, there are ColourPop things I have that are good. A good example of that is the Pretty Fresh foundation that recently came out. I actually really liked that. It was great. I actually almost hesitated to buy it. It was out at Ulta before it was at ColourPop, and it was like deal that you would get it right in the beginning when it was coming out, and I did order it then, and I almost returned it without even trying it. But then I tried it, and I honestly really like it. It's actually one of mine I like under a mask when I don't have to be anywhere after. So from here up, it will look fantastic. It does deteriorate under the mask, but I think that's somewhat expected. So that is one that I like. But overall, I've just pretty much stopped buying ColourPop. It's just not for me anymore. My 2 decluttered items is the IT Cosmetics CC Cream and IT Cosmetics CC Color Correcting Illuminating. It's these 2. So as you can see, I've used a lot of them, especially this one. It really only has from here down. This one is like from here down, and I've just gotten away from liking these types of products. It's one of those things, like one expired in August and one expired in June, and I was going through kind of reorganizing some things, and I saw them, and I have not touched them, and I don't even know when. In fact, the last time I even tried was about a year ago. I actually put them on to go to work, and my makeup deteriorated almost immediately, and so it's just been one that I didn't reach toward. I'm not planning to repurchase these. They're just not for me. The other thing that I have an issue with the cosmetics on is their products run warm. Like, so if it's a neutral, it's a warm neutral. These don't have undertones, and they're warm. So when I put it on, I get a little bit of orange with the fair, a lot of orange with the fair light and the light, but a little bit of orange with the fair, and I have to constantly kind of combat that with my other makeup products. I would rather just use something that is in my skin tone and my undertone than constantly have to work and maneuver with them. So the other thing I would say is the It Cosmetics new foundation, their cools are more like neutrals to me. It's not super pink toned. That's what in a lot of other brands would be considered a neutral. So if you're warm tone, that's a great brand because it's geared towards your undertone. If you're olive or if you're cool or red toned, my opinion, and I haven't tried every one of them and I don't have those undertones, my opinion is they would be a little bit harder to match. Doesn't mean you can't find a match, it just means that you have to kind of work harder at it. So that is my empties for September of 2020. If you like empties videos, if you like Makeup Minutes Full Face Fridays, I do hope that you will subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. If you do choose to support a channel, it does help them greatly if you like every single video that you watch and that you comment something down below. I would love to hear how you're doing today. If you want to let me know how you're doing down below, I would love that, and I hope I see you again soon.